What's going on, Dragon Ball Super fans? UnrealEntGaming here today presenting my official review and breakdown for Dragon Ball Super Episode 31 leading into Dragon Ball Super Episode 32. The match begins, everyone head to the Nameless planet. Now guys, Episode 31, as seen in my review, was a very mellow, nonchalant episode with Bulma and Jocko going off to find Lord Zuno to go ahead and seek information to the super giant Dragon Balls. Now again, in Episode 31, there wasn't much to showcasing other characters like Beerus and Champa, Vados and Whis, Goku, Vegeta, and Piccolo barely had any scenes into this episode, but it was mainly Jocko and Bulma going out there seeking to find Lord Zuno and finding more information as to what the super giant Dragon Balls are and where you can find them. Now, of course, Episode 32, guys, Episode 32 is going to start off very hot because, again, we're going to round everybody up. Monaka's going to make his debut alongside Magenta, Hit, we have Kabe, we have Frost, we have Motamo, everyone's going to be there, and then after that, Episode 33, the tournament will begin with Goku versus Motamo. Now, going back to this episode now, is anybody else besides me curious as to what the dragon may look like? Because again, if the Dragon Balls are like the size of, well, actually bigger than planet Earth, then can you imagine what kind of entity might come out of these Dragon Balls? Like again, we have Porunga and Shenron that came out of like these tiny little balls from Namek and Earth, but now we have Dragon Balls the size of, you know, Earth, like just a little bigger than Earth. Now can you imagine the size of the dragon that just very well might come out of these like Dragon Balls and stuff? Who knows? I mean, for Akira Toriyama's humor, maybe perhaps the dragon that does come out of the original Super Giant Dragon Balls is a tiny little dragon. That would be hilarious. But again, if it is a massive dragon, can you imagine like the sheer size of this thing? It would be huge. Now, in Episode 31 again, we have Jocko and we have Bulma going about the little adventure and whatnot. We have them seeking out Zuno, and they finally find Zuno, and Zuno tells them about the Super Giant Dragon Balls. And what's really interesting to note here is the fact that he tells Bulma that there's one set of Super Giant Dragon Balls that are spread between two universes. That means both Universe 6 and Universe 7 have to share the same giant Dragon Balls, but of course, the mystery here is where is the 7th Dragon Ball? Now, we do know that there are 6 Dragon Balls currently present at the Nameless planet, but the final Dragon Ball is missing. So where is that final Dragon Ball? We don't know. Is it in the middle? Is it like scavenged somewhere in a different universe? We don't know where it is. Is it in Universe 3? Is it in Universe 8? Is it in Universe 9? We don't know what happened. I mean, of course, it's kind of like mysterious in a way, because if Champa was able to collect all 6, but was having trouble to collect the final one, that just answers the question on where is the final Dragon Ball. Now, Zuno is supposed to be, and this is really weird here, Zuno is supposed to be the most knowledgeable being within the entire universe. That means his knowledge even exceeds that of the Kais. His knowledge exceeds that of Whis. And to me, that is a little bit of a problem, because the Kais are supposed to be like the gods of the universe, the gods of creation. Of course, you have Whis, who is ultimately associated with the god of destruction. So how is it that Lord Zuno has more information and more knowledge than any one of those beings? You know, the South Supreme Kai, the North Supreme Kai, the East Supreme Kai, the West Supreme Kai, Whis, Beerus, the Grand Kai, the Supreme Kai. It's just mind-blowing that this one creature that dwells within the center of the universe knows more than any of these other characters. So that right there is a little weird. And again, I'm just going to acknowledge it as the fact that it's non-existent, because how the hell didn't like the Kais not know of the Super Giant Dragon Balls? How didn't anybody know about this is beyond me. But needless to say, Zuno tells them what's going on, and there were several references to Bulma's titties, in which case she does have some fine-ass titties though. But yeah, that was definitely brought up, and again, very comical, a nonchalant, very mellow episode. And going into the next episode, guys, alright, so now we're gonna get to see the features of all of the Universe 6, including Monaka. Now, here's the thing about Monaka. I have such a weird feeling about him, because again, going back to Episode 30, when Whis was kind of hesitant on bringing them to the team, Beerus pretty much told Whis, listen, let me just do all the talking. I'm pretty sure I can convince him. Now, again, they haven't seen Monaka in such a long time, and what's really funny here, I cannot wait to see, is Goku making fun of him because he's short, he's like, you know, different in stature, he has like really sharp, pointy nipples. So I'm really curious as to what Goku's gonna say, because Goku's gonna be the asshole of the group, coming up to this dude and saying, hey, I'm a Super Saiyan God, and yet you're more powerful than I am. How's that? Like, are you able to like sharpen coconuts with those fucking nipples of yours and stuff? So it's gonna be so funny to see, because he's gonna be the one provoking Monaka, and I'm really intrigued as to what Monaka's gonna say to him, and let alone how his mannerisms are. But again, we do see Universe 6 there. We see Motamo, this giant ass Winnie the Pooh on steroids. We see Frost, we see Monaka, we see, you know, Hit, we see Kabe, we see Frost. Everybody's there, and they're all traveling, you know, to this Nameless planet, to where Episode 33 and 34, the fights will ensue, and I cannot wait to see, because Motamo versus Goku, Frost versus Piccolo, and of course, the other mysterious fights between Vegeta, Monaka. We're gonna have Kabe and Frost. Everyone's gonna be a part of this, and Again, going into this, it's going to be so interesting because everyone's going to be fighting for these Dragon Balls, but yet we still don't know where the final Dragon Ball is. We do have the side story of Gohan and Goten and Trunks, and Bulma and Jocko on Earth, so who knows what's going to happen with that. But again, I'm just really intrigued as to what's going to happen, because while they're all fighting on the Nameless planet, they're technically competing for 6 Dragon Balls, not 7, because, I mean, we don't even know where the last one is. So, of course, this is going to be really awesome to see. And Dragon Ball Super Episode 31 pretty much was a throwback to Jocko's story. I personally have never read the Jocko manga, so I'm not really too familiar as to, you know, quite what was going on in terms of like Jocko's connections to Zuno and everybody there. But of course, there were certain scenes that happened with, you know, this space criminal that came on by, and he was trying to hold one of the inhabitants of Zuno's planet hostage. Jocko pretty much took care of him, 1, 2, 3. Not much action going on here. We did see cameos of Goku and Vegeta. They're pretty much waiting along. I mean, what's really disappointing for me, at least, is not being able to see Piccolo train. I really wanted to see Piccolo at least prepare for this tournament, because even though a lot of people might not like see the correlation here, why is it that everyone was able to get ready during the Cell Saga, during the Cell Games tournament, to prepare and get better and train and get stronger, but, you know, everything is on the line. There is more on the line in this tournament than what there was in the Cell Games, but yet during this, nobody's training, nobody's getting their shit in. Of course, we haven't really seen Goku and Vegeta train inside the hyperbolic time chamber for 3 years, which equals to 3 days, because in the manga we did get to see them fight in there, but in the show it looks like we're not going to see that, which is very, very disappointing, because I wanted to see these two fight as gods in the chamber. We don't see Piccolo train. We only saw Piccolo train once with Gohan, and that was a little bit of a letdown, but again, we are now heading into the Universal God Destruction planet, and we are now heading into the Nameless planet where the tournament will commence, and I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. But once again, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Where in the hell is the final Dragon Ball? Where is the 7th or final Dragon Ball that they are looking for? Do you guys think it's in a different universe? Do you guys think that another character has it and he's holding it against, you know, Beerus and Champa? Or do you guys think it's out there scavenged, just waiting to be found? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And what are your overall thoughts on episode 31 going into episode 32? How do you think the confrontation between Monaka and Goku is going to go down? Comment down below, guys. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Dragon Ball fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way you guys don't miss a single Dragon Ball episode. If you guys enjoyed it, if you guys cannot wait to see what's going to happen next, then smash that like button, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Tune in for the next episode and the next update. Of course, if you guys want to go on ahead and watch Dragon Ball Super yourself, all you have to do is go on Google. There's a bunch of, you know, different sites you guys can go on ahead and check out. It's very awesome, because again, I cannot wait for the dub, because the dub is going to be very awesome when it does drop. But we have, you know, quite a ways to go for that. But needless to say, guys, comment down below and let me know your overall thoughts on this. Thank you all for watching once again. Tune in for more, and I'll be seeing you all later, guys. Take it easy. Peace.